Buddhism offers us a new way to look at anxiety, not as an enemy, but as a message, an invitation to reconnect with our essence. Instead of fighting against it, we can learn to understand, embrace, and transform it. Imagine, for a moment, that anxiety is like a storm on a lake. The waters are restless, the winds blow fiercely, and everything seems out of control. Now, think of the lake after the storm. The waters return to stillness, reflecting the sky like a mirror. This transformation, from turmoil to serenity, is possible within us. On this path, you don't need to change who you are. The idea is not to force anxiety away but to learn how to navigate it with kindness and wisdom, like someone learning to sail through turbulent waters. With each practice, you'll realize that the storm does not define the lake, it's just a passing moment. Let's explore how these Buddhist practices can bring serenity and clarity, helping you approach anxiety with greater ease and compassion. In Buddhism, anxiety can be seen as a manifestation of attachment and the desire for control. We want things to be different from how they are. We crave security in a world that is, by nature, impermanent. This internal struggle creates the restlessness we experience as anxiety. But instead of viewing it as a problem to be solved, Buddhism invites us to see it as an opportunity for self-discovery. Anxiety is a sign that we're out of alignment with the present moment. It's like an alarm, waking us up to the need to slow down, observe, and rediscover balance. Think of anxiety as a knot in a rope. The more we pull, the tighter the knot becomes. But if we pause, take a deep breath, and look closely, we can find the loose ends that help us untie it. Similarly, by observing anxiety without judgment, we can begin to understand its roots and ease its intensity. Buddhist practice teaches us that it's possible to live with anxiety without being overwhelmed by it. When we learn to approach this state with curiosity and compassion, we take the first step toward transforming suffering into wisdom. At the heart of Buddhism is the practice of mindfulness, or full attention. It's a simple yet profoundly transformative concept, being completely present in the here and now. Anxiety often lives in the future, worries about what might happen, about things we cannot control. Mindfulness invites us to step out of the prison of what if, and anchor our attention in what is happening right now. Imagine you're holding a glass of water. If you hold it for too long, it starts to feel heavier, even though its weight hasn't changed. Anxiety is like that. When we stay stuck in it, it intensifies. Mindfulness helps us set the glass down, even if just for a moment, to ease the emotional weight. You can start with something simple. Notice your breath. Don't try to change it, just observe the air entering and leaving your body. Feel your feet on the ground, the sensations in your hands, the sounds around you. Each detail you notice brings your mind back to the present moment, reducing anxiety's hold on you. Mindfulness is like an anchor that keeps our boat steady even in rough seas. The more you practice, the better you'll become at finding calm, even amid the storm. One of Buddhism's most profound teachings is impermanence, the idea that everything in life is constantly changing. This includes anxiety. When we're in the midst of an anxiety crisis, it can feel like it will never end, as though we're trapped in an endless tunnel. But Buddhism reminds us that nothing is permanent, not even the most intense emotions. Just as clouds in the sky come and go, our feelings will also pass if we allow them to flow. To illustrate, think of a candle flame. It's alive and constant, but never exactly the same. The fire changes every second, consuming the wax, moving with the wind. Anxiety is like that flame, intense in the moment, but always in continuous transformation. Adopting this perspective helps us deal better with difficult moments. Instead of resisting anxiety, we can accept it as part of life's natural cycle. Remember, you are not your anxiety, it is merely a temporary experience. Meditating on impermanence helps you find solace in the certainty that no storm lasts forever. This awareness doesn't instantly eliminate anxiety, but offers a deep calm, a reminder that the sun always returns after the rain. Anxiety often comes with relentless self-criticism. When we feel anxious, it's common to blame ourselves, creating a cycle of negativity that only adds to the emotional weight. Buddhism teaches a powerful antidote to this: compassion. Cultivating self-compassion is like extending a hand to a friend who is suffering. Instead of judging them, you offer support and understanding. Now, imagine directing that same care toward yourself. A simple yet profound Buddhist practice is the meditation of loving kindness. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and silently repeat, "May I be at peace. May I be kind to myself. May I be safe and free from suffering." These words act like a balm for the heart, reminding you that you deserve the same love you offer to others. When we treat our anxiety with kindness, it begins to lose its grip. It's like anxiety is a frightened child. When you embrace it instead of rejecting it, it starts to calm down. Being your own best friend during difficult times not only reduces anxiety's impact, but also strengthens your ability to face life's challenges with greater resilience. Anxiety traps us in what hasn't yet happened, creating imaginary scenarios that fuel our fear. But Buddhism reminds us of a simple and powerful truth: the only moment that truly exists is now. Think of the present moment as a river flowing before you. Anxiety makes us dive into this river, trying to reach the future or fix the past, forgetting that the beauty lies in the stream passing by at this very instant. To reconnect with the present, you can practice small pauses throughout the day. For example, when you're eating, focus on the taste of the food. Notice the texture, the aroma, the complete experience of each bite. When walking, observe the movement of your feet, the sounds around you, the wind touching your skin. Each time you choose to bring your attention back to the present, you're training your mind to slow down and step out of the cycle of anxiety. It's like clearing a foggy glass to see clearly what's in front of you. Over time, you'll realize that the present isn't just a fleeting moment, it's a space of peace where there are no worries about the future or regrets about the past. It's where your mind finds rest and where anxiety loses its power. In Buddhism, challenges like anxiety are not seen as obstacles to be avoided but as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Each time you face anxiety with awareness and compassion, it ceases to be a burden and transforms into a teacher. Think of anxiety as an uncut stone. At first, it seems only hard and heavy, but as you work with it, you discover it can be polished to reveal an inner shine. That shine is the wisdom that comes from observing anxiety attentively, without judgment. For instance, anxiety can teach you about your priorities. It often points to fears or deep desires that have yet to be acknowledged. Ask yourself, what is my anxiety trying to show me? Maybe it's an invitation to reevaluate your choices, slow down, or take better care of yourself. Moreover, working with anxiety helps you develop qualities like patience, resilience, and empathy. These qualities not only benefit you but also enhance your relationships with others, allowing you to offer support to those facing their own struggles. Transforming anxiety into wisdom is an ongoing process, a journey of learning. Every step, no matter how small it seems, moves you toward a more balanced and serene life. And remember, you already have all the tools within you to walk this path. As you practice, you'll discover that anxiety doesn't have to be an enemy. It can mark the beginning of a deeper connection with yourself, an invitation to live more consciously and fully.